What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Buck the Trend, and this video I'm going to talk about the Bucks 6-game West Coast trip. I meant to upload this yesterday in between the West Coast trip and them coming home today on Friday. But yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, the Bucks, the players, they said that a successful road trip would be to go 4-2. And guess what? They went 4-2. They slipped up in the first game against Memphis, where Vince Carter shot 8 for 8 and scored 24 points, I believe. They slipped up then, but then they came back strong with two good wins, one over the Clippers and one over the Lakers. And I think they said this was the first time that they swept the two LA teams in the back-to-back like that since, I don't even know, I think they said it in the 80s. And then they went to Golden State and bombed there. But then they came back with two good wins over the Portland Trailblazers, who has been hot lately. I think the Bucks in Portland, they were both 8-10 in the last game, 10 games. And so Portland was hot, and it was a close game. They won by 1 point. Their defense held up in the end, which was something that the Bucks, they haven't been a good defensive team in the second half of games for the most part. So to see that their defense held up was good. And then in Sacramento, they played and they blew out the Sacramento Kings. Or was it a blowout? I have to go back and look at my stats. But the two key contributors in this West Coast trip, Giannis and, of course, Chris Middleton, who I chose to be the key to a successful end of the season. If you haven't checked out the last video, you should do that. The audio is kind of low, but one of my guys hooked me up with this new program to make the audio a little louder. So, yeah, it's going better, you know. I'll link his YouTube into the description. If you want any Packer info, he does that. He puts up the information whenever something drops. It's off season, so it's a little slow right now. But don't forget to go over there, look at his videos, check him out, subscribe. During the 6-game West Coast trip, Chris Middleton, he averaged 17.8 points a game. He shot 55% and 43 from the three-point line. And he added 1.3 steals. And seeing as that we went 4-2, Chris Middleton, he was definitely a key contributor to the 4 wins. Even if he didn't score a lot in some of the games, his defense was pretty good. And then Giannis, he averaged 20.5 points a game, but he only shot 40% from the field, shooting 33% from the three-point line, and he added 1 steal per game. The two other people who scored in double digits during this West Coast trip was Greg Monroe, who, to me, he probably won't win 6th Man of the Year, but he's a candidate, only because he's been doing so much on the defensive end. Like, a lot of people got on his back about his defense because he wasn't a defensive player. But this season, he's shown that he can be a quality defender when he has the right mindset to be one. And then also, Greg Monroe, he posted 12.1 points a game. And then my rookie of the year, Malcolm Brogdon, the miracle second round pick that the Bucks picked up, he put in 11.6 points a game, and it was a successful road trip. We have 11 games left in the season. I think there's 5 home games and 6 away games. But the Bucks, they've been surprising this last half of the season pretty much. Since Jabari went down with the unfortunate ACL injury, the Bucks have picked up his scoring throughout their other players, especially with Chris Middleton getting back into form, shaking off the rust, getting back into basketball shape. Is a different dynamic to the team than what it was in the beginning of the season when we didn't have Chris Middleton. And right now, the Bucks are sitting in 6th place in the East. Yes, I said that right. They're in 6th place, and they're only one game out of 5th place. Now, me personally, I would like to see 5th place Bucks versus the 4th place Toronto Raptors, because I feel like that's a good matchup for us, and I think we can possibly take the first round. Because out of the top 4 teams right now, other than Cleveland, I feel like the Washington Wizards, who are currently sitting in 3rd place, are probably is the second scariest out of the top 4. Like they came out of nowhere and they posted wins back to back, and now they were sitting at 11th or something like that earlier in the season, and now they're in 3rd. So I feel like they have a lot of momentum to make a push for the conference finals, because of course I feel like Cleveland is going to make the finals again. But that's another story for another day. And I'm gonna post the rest of the March games here. Hopefully you can see it. And I feel like out of these games that's posted, I feel like the game tonight against the Hawks, we need this so we can push up to 5th place. Actually, I think the Hawks have the tiebreaker anyway. I think even if we win, we're going to have the same record, but the Hawks are still going to sit in 5th place unless they lose again afterward and we continue winning. The Chicago Bulls, they lost Dwayne Wade. Other than Jimmy Butler, where is their scoring coming from? I feel like they made a mistake by not getting shooters to surround Jimmy Butler, but that's a different team for a different person to speak on. I'm not going to bring it to you, although I do like Dwayne Wade. Charlotte Hornets, I feel like the next 3 games we can take, and we can continue this win streak, and make a case for one of the more improved teams in the East this year, and to make a case for solidifying the 5th spot in the Eastern Conference. Celtics would be a tough one, and then Detroit. We've taken care of Detroit before early in the season, and I think that although they are playing better, they're fighting for the 8th seed in the East right now. I think that we still have the pieces to deal with them and to get a quality win out of there. But all in all, we had a great West Coast trip. Winning 4 out of 6 games, which is good. We had a couple shaky losses, but we shook them off and we came back with back-to-back wins after each loss. I just feel like right now the Bucks are in a whole nother confidence level. They're continuing, they continue to grow together and gain confidence together as they play together. Jason Kidd, he's doing a good job with his rotations. Thonmaker, I would like to see him get more minutes a game. They start him, but he sits in there for 4 minutes before they take him out. I think it's a smart strategy to get him acclimated to the fast-paced situations of being a starter, because they see him as a key to our future, and they're doing the right thing with slowing him into it. He needs to gain a little more bulk on him, but at the same time, he's able to spread the floor. He's able to block shots. He has long arms like Giannis, so he can make up a little bit for being beat off the dribble sometimes. But he's still learning the game, seeing that he is young. But they're doing the right thing with him. But yeah, 11 games left in the season. Let me know what you think our record might be at the end of the season. Let us know or let me know which of these upcoming games in March you think the Bucks might be able to win. And just let me know if you think that they're going to finish in the 5th seed or somewhere lower, because right now 6th, 7th, and 8th seed right now are up for grabs because the win-loss columns are so close that we can pretty much end anywhere between 8 and 5 right now. But yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe for more Bucks info. I'm going to be dropping videos more frequently, hopefully. My computer is not the best, so whenever I make a video and render, it takes forever, and sometimes I just don't want to sit through it. But, for you, I will, just to bring you the more up-to-date info with the Milwaukee Bucks, and to keep it going with the regular season, lead into the playoffs, and then eventually the offseason. But until next time, I'm out.